Hi guys, Chris back again with another episode from my BAGM series with the New York Islanders. Going to be a pretty short episode this one. We are going to look to get up to the trade deadline in this episode, coming off the back of two crushing defeats to Toronto and Montreal, 5-0 and 3-0. A couple of home games now coming up against Carolina and Tampa. Hopefully we can get back to winning ways during either of these two matches, hopefully both. Okay, first game coming out against Carolina, and we lose that one 2-0. So we've been shut out in our last three games. That's pretty shocking, to be fair, and I don't know what I can really do to change it. But we turned things around against Tampa. We beat Tampa 3-1. So finally we win a game, and finally we start scoring. I'm really disappointed in the team, to be fair. The 2-0 loss against Carolina, we could have turned that around. That could have been a 3-2 win if we'd just scored a few goals. There we go, we win again. We beat Washington 3-1. 3 wins on the spin now. We beat Philadelphia 4-2. As I am now a veteran GM, apparently. Okay, we will review progress in GM Tracker, see if we can spend any more points. We have 296 available to spend. Can't really do anything with either of the scouts. I don't think I have enough right now, so it's either going to be medical staff or I save the points. And to be honest, I'll leave them with 40. I prefer to save the points. Okay, game coming up away against Pittsburgh. Can we make it 4 wins on the bounce? Sidney Crosby leading all the scoring charts for Pittsburgh, and we lose the game 5-2. So after the last episode, we have won 3 and lost 2 of the first 5 games. If we can keep that ratio up, I'll be pretty pleased, to be fair. Currently 30, 25 and 4. So I'd like to keep above 500 just if we can, but obviously try and extend that. There we go, 2-0 win away. Sorry, 2-0 win at home to Buffalo. 3-0 win at home to Toronto, who beat us 5-0 in our previous encounter. Okay, we've got a away game coming up against Philly. Can we win this one, or are we going to suffer a loss? Okay, we win that one 5-4, so we're now starting to score goals. So we have now won 6 of our first 8 games back, which is great news, to be fair. Considering we went on that massive skid of lost 3 in the bounce without scoring a goal. That was pretty horrendous. Okay, a couple of home games coming up now. One against Winnipeg and one against Florida. We beat Winnipeg 3-0. Michael Grabner leading the way with 30 goals for us. John Tavares with 43 assists. Corey Schneider has all 34 wins for us at present. Okay, facing the Panthers, and we beat the Panthers 4-1. Okay, we'll get one more game done against Colorado, and then we have the trade deadline. So we'll call it a day. As I said, it's going to be a short episode. I knew trade deadline was coming up, and I want to give you guys the opportunity to give me a heads up with some players who you think I should bring in. Okay, we beat the Avs 3-0. It's great news. Okay, we'll have a quick recap of how we got on since the last episode. In the last episode, we ended it where we lost 5-0 and 3-0. We started this one with a 2-0 loss, then a 3-1 win, another 3-1 win, followed by a 4-2 win. We then suffered a 5-2 defeat to Pittsburgh. Followed that up with 3 wins on the bounce against Buffalo, Toronto, and Philadelphia. We had a win against Winnipeg, a win against Florida, and then a win against Colorado. So that's 6 wins in a row, and 7 wins out of the last 9, which is absolutely fantastic, to be fair. That's great form. We're now on 26, 25 and 4. That's our record right now. Quickly give you a heads up of what free agents are available if you think I should sign any of those on deadline day. We have Cullen, Zubrus, Heduk, Valentenko, Tupolov, Hillen. They're the main ones who are available. Obviously, forwards for the top 3, and then defensemen. Maybe Valentenko could be brought in as cover, but you never know. See how the contracts are getting on. See if anyone that needs to be traded away. Potentially, Martin St. Louis could be one we look to try and get rid of. Wisnowski may be another one you suggest we're trying to get rid of. Jake Gardner's a restricted free agent next year, so we need to look to create some cap space for him, same as Keith Ollie. They're both going to want big money next year, probably. Or definitely Gardner. Ollie may be able to get away with offering him a bit less. But Gardner will definitely probably want the same sort of contract that Wisniewski's on now, which is Wisniewski's on about 4 million a year. Got him for a couple more years, so we may have to look to try and get rid of him, same as St. Louis. But there are a couple of players we may want to try and get rid of. But it's a case of if we get rid of them, who do we bring in? I'm going to see Wisniewski is a vital player at the moment, so I'm going to need someone around that sort of role, second line, a second defensive pairing. Yeah, we'll have to see. Yeah, if we get obviously St. Louis is on the top line, so we could theoretically bring Okposo up. We'll just have to see. Obviously, there we can see Wisniewski is on the second defensive pairing. Maybe we need to bring in someone else who can be on the first pairing and drop someone down. We'll quickly see how we're faring in the standings. Currently lying 10th overall, so obviously with that win streak we're on, we have improved up to 76 points. St. Louis lead the way, followed by Chicago, then Pittsburgh, Detroit, Anaheim, Montreal, Edmonton, Tampa, Toronto, then the Islanders, then Nashville, Calgary, Columbus, Vancouver, and right down the bottom we have Colorado. Okay, let's see how the Western Conference is faring up. Obviously St. Louis lead the way, followed by Anaheim, then Edmonton, Chicago, Detroit, Nashville, Calgary, and Columbus round off the playoff places at present. In the East, you've got Pittsburgh, Montreal, Tampa, Toronto, the Islanders, Carolina, Buffalo, and Winnipeg in the playoff places, with Ottawa, Philly, Washington, and Florida just outside. Northwest is Edmonton, Calgary, Vancouver, Minnesota, Colorado. Pacific is Anaheim, LA, San Jose, Dallas, then Phoenix. Central, St. Louis, Chicago, Detroit, Nashville, and then Columbus down the bottom. Southeast, Tampa lead the way, followed by Carolina, Winnipeg, Washington, and Florida. In the Atlantic, it's Pittsburgh, then the Islanders, Flyers, the Rangers, then the Devils. In the Northeast, it's Montreal, Toronto, Buffalo, Ottawa, then Boston. Okay, so let's see how we've been performing so far. Our points percentage has gone up, which is great. Goals for up to 277. I think that's roughly staying around the same. Goals against has gone down to 2.46. I'm sure that was around 2.7. Power play has gone down slightly. I think we were just over 20% last time. Penalty kill. Let's have a quick look. How are we looking on the penalty kill? 82. Not the greatest. We could do that with being a little bit higher. Home form has improved. 19, 12, and 0 at home. We're 17, 13, and 4 away. And most importantly, we are 9, 1, and 0 in our last 10 games. That's where we're improved. Last time when we ended the episode, we were 2, 6, and 2. Let's see how the stats are looking in terms of who's performing for us. I believe Grabner was leading the way on the scoring charts with goals. Okay, Tavares is leading the way in total of points in 19 goals, 44 assists. Grabner with 30 goals, 31 assists. St. Louis, 20 goals, 40 assists. Backers with 16 goals and 34 assists. So we have 4 players currently who are over 50 points. Okposo with 38 points. Boys with 28. Wisniewski 26. Del Zotto 26. Hagelin 22. Junisu 18. Antropov 17. Ponikarovsky 16. Raymond 15. Gardner 14. Hunwick 13. Nielsen 13. Ali 5, Zanin 3, and Karkner with his solitary point. Let's check the plus minus. Okay, Del Zotto with 16, but Boyles, Nielsen, and especially Junisu have all improved. Gardner, I think, has improved as well. Ali and Raymond are the only other players who are minus, so that's not too bad, to be fair. Okay, guys, we'll leave it there. I don't really think there's anything else we need to do in this episode, but if you want to leave some comments below with players who you think I should look to sign in trade deadline day, let me know. Yeah, if you think we need to trade any players away as well, let me know who you think should be traded away. Obviously, Wisniewski and St. Louis are the two main ones who I think we may need to get rid of. But if we do get rid of them, who do we bring in? St. Louis is a first line forward. Wisniewski is a second defensive pairing. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Cheers!